Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here, back another one of our Bears franchise episodes. I do want to put a cut in, or not a cut, but a part about this on our YouTube channel. Only about 20% of you are subscribed that watch the channel, so if you guys are taking a look at this Bears franchise video, please hit that subscription button below. Really would help out the channel. Helps us with the algorithm, helps us pretty much with just about everything. Channel gets us more exposure, that whole thing. We're gonna go with alternate classics for the Pats since we don't really play them all that much. I want to see their classics. So we're gonna go towards our classics as well. Our ugly 75-year classics. I am going to change this back to the Chicago playbook. I think. I do like some of the run plays, but I don't know. You know what? Let's do one more game with the custom Bears. Let's see how it goes. Your X Factors: Stephen Gilmore, Kalil, Mack, Allen Robinson. The Superstars: Roquan Smith, Justin Reed, Donta Hightower, Tyrus Bowster, Cam Newton, Benton, Burrell. So a lot there. And none of them are on the line. I was like, is one of those guys on the line? But I did turn up my mic as well, so if I'm too quiet or too loud, go and let me know in the comments below.
It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This is going to be a big game, especially for Denzel Mims. All right, come on, Cohen. Good return by Cohen.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
All right, Judge. No TDs last week, but hey, no interceptions either. Let's play smart. Play smart, baby.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Well, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 4 catches, 73 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards.
Kind of figured we were gonna run there.
He was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Tariq Cohen! Big play!
Down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that.
Good pocket there.
Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you,
He's got his
Allen Robinson.
touchdown.
Wide open.
Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score.
Clayton Judge doing work. 4 plays, 72 yards.
And it's now a 7.
Let's go. Stephen Gilmore ain't holding me down, baby.
Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun. Because when they score a touchdown, some fans going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from U10, this is Aaron Jones.
Holding.
Be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see.
Legal block in the back, close enough.
So a decent game,
Come back.
but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This is Jones.
Another good run.
Down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 51 yards.
Julio Mack's going to come across the field. Come on, guys.
Matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
No. Roquan said no, baby.
Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for the loss.
Oh, Fuller's in there.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Tight end here, Asiasi.
Eddie Jackson.
His bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you can score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's elementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Right there.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
And that one goes.
I should have threw it to Montgomery when he was open.
As he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, rush 1, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Good play there, Allen Robinson.
Incomplete. It's Robinson. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Rooney.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 51. 51. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
He's got the 1st down and more inside
Darnell Mooney.
the 27-yard line.
Little end around. Little trickery there.
Boy, effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the opening line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they
He was hit as he threw it.
took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, and of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. This will be called by Mooney.
And Mooney.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game.
We're going to Mims right here.
Like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result. We'll call this play significant.
Oh, that would have been a perfect pass.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
And there it is! Perfect pass to Denzel Mims. Judge.
Mims there to make the grab, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
Over the shoulder.
I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3.
Revamping this receiving core helped a lot too.
Plays and all, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
Oh, it's because we have the 8-mile-an-hour wind in at our backs. That's why.
First down as they begin the
I'm like, why are we kicking it so far?
I can't believe they even let you play.
Look for the big shot now, because as you noted, the field goal, the way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable in the position they're in.
We'll see if they can get a score. Now left side.
Edmonds.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Oh, wow.
Gets him in stride. And
That was a good play there with that zone.
35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Man, I got you, I
So
got you, I
here's
got
a
you, I got
first
you.
and 10 at the 38.
6, Mike, 36.
Out of the gun. What you got? And that's going to be incomplete.
Knocks it you loose.
On to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Here's Jones.
And there's Mack.
Yardage back to the 34-yard line. Chalk that up as a
You gotta remember, this is a Patriots team. It's obviously without Tom Brady, but they struggled last year. They went like 4-12,
Yeah, definitely doing
5 and
his guys on the
11.
defensive front because they're
So this is not
meaning no one's getting to him as
this is not a Patriots team that is used to getting dominated.
the offensive backfield.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go again. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run from this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down carry by Jones. Jaylon Johnson up to make the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay. You didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal,
Just went off the backside.
or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Let's
They
go.
had to settle
Watch
for 3
36,
last drive,
36 to
hoping
Mike.
this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Good shot.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
You got tight. You got tight.
Oh, look at those blocks and that move by Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is dangerous.
Patriot touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season.
Can't sleep on Aaron Jones, man. You just can't do it.
In week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right?
He is a very, very good back.
Entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal?
Don't be sleeping on him.
What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends, you can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's nothing they normally get when they think about pressure.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
What?
That's man.
Where? Alright, I gotta look at that. What is Jermaine Fetty doing?
As a lineman, they are
Okay.
trained, you've got to stay close to home.
I'm fine with that.
They're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against the 3rd and 6.
That's Jermaine Fetty doing Jermaine Fetty things. Alright.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Wow, we did get 2 there.
There to make the tackle, Kalil Mack.
Mike, 36. I got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
From the 17, Newton. And
Good play.
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
20.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Roquan. Now the pressure comes and he
And
goes
Mack.
down.
Mack just levels him.
At the 9. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
It's a
Maybe I could have got that corner.
But they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. The lane there closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
70 Lion. Check. Hawk 70.
They'll run on second down.
Wow. That middle closed quickly.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man, it's Mims.
I maybe had Mooney, but let's just take the first down.
Down at the 36.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in the second week of the regular season. Back to throw now on first down. The man is Komet, the tight end. And brought down, but not before
2 tight end set with Cole Kmet, baby.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run forward. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
I got him.
They're going to look to throw.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
So do I.
Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Why would I not go to a field goal?
The second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that.
13 seconds. Push it to a 7-point game.
It doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those out on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
On second down and 4. Newton is going to float this over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there.
He's not going anywhere.
We head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And
Rodgers, man.
The lead over the visiting Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes.
Rodgers is playing great.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past
Forced it.
the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A throw over the middle, taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun.
And there's Mack, and on the pressure.
Ball drops incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Good return by Cohen.
Excellent return that time. 26 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Watch the safety creep.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. That is caught by Cohen. Fighting his way.
Cohen breaks a tackle!
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 43 yards, as the Bears push further out in front.
Just too fast for a Hightower,
Throw there by the
and just cannot be brought down.
I believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown,
That was my first progression.
kick it off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
8. No. 3 down. 3 down.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 36. Mike.
Operating from the gun. Catch is made by Herring. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27.
36 to Mike. Here we go.
Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Mike, 36.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Watch 30.
Newton on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second down and 4.
36. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Pressure. Pressure galore there.
Kalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo,
Don't say nothing.
And that's going to be caught.
Come on, Jackson.
N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots are back within a score.
always back in football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And this carries into the end zone.
I'm taking that out.
Out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction.
Wow. Okay.
Nurse this small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
You got it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Keanu Neal with a
That was Keanu Neal. I was like, who the hell is that fast? That's Keanu Neal.
on play action. They'll throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got
Maybe Denzel Mims there, but
And that's a really good job there defensively.
that's a good blitz.
Possession, knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get just a little bit more of a cushion with
Oh.
the position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Easy work. Easy work. And it's coming again.
And it's Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's it, baby.
Frustrating for a defense.
See a blue jerseys there already.
Way to create that type of yardage in your running game. That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that is incomplete.
Dropped Goodson.
That's an excellent
Good,
job right
good
there.
tackle.
Down like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes Cohen.
Gotta go somewhere. Can't let it be stopped in like the 5.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter.
Pitch out to Montgomery.
Now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency.
Oh, and David Montgomery, big run there.
No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just
Let's go.
the right
Let's
things.
go.
That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that gonna be incomplete. Good effort there.
He wasn't out of his cut yet.
But it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his
Njoku up the seam right there.
and he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the run with Montgomery. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Mike 51. And we got to get to the 19.
Now with shotgun handoff to Kalil. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
Can we get Njoku in the end zone? I think so. If it's just Keanu Neal,
Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
oh,
Incomplete.
we just cannot come up with it.
To force the incompletion, and now since it's 4th down, that should set up the field goal situation.
All right, sometimes that happens.
Defensively, to be able to hold them to 3.
It's a good throw and
So his second field goal of the game, and that could
a decent throw.
big one.
It wasn't the best throw,
To beat you, and that's not impossible.
but it was decent enough to Mooney to try to make a play, and he just couldn't.
Against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. This is caught.
And he come up with it! John Ross.
55 yards.
I knew they were going to take a shot at one point, but Jesus.
Not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A run with Jones on first down, not good.
Play by Roquan.
A yard tops. Second down coming up.
Nice hit, boy. Mike 36. Mike 36. Bring it.
They'll go again.
So where to go?
3 down to the 16-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. It's a nice play.
Force him back in the middle. We just cannot make the play.
We play to win. Left.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that score is going to say.
Rush coming.
Eddie Goldman.
Taken down. Eddie Goldman able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
36 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. He gets, and it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
You got to keep a spy there. Come on.
And we mentioned before, Cam, the all-time leader in rushing TDs by a quarterback, so everyone he gets from here on out for the rest of his career is adding to that lead.
So what you're saying is that if you're a young kid who wants to play quarterback,
3-point game.
and that's the record you're
Judge, we need some good stuff from you right here, baby.
By the time he's done,
This is where legends are made.
plays guy. Here's Cohen now to return.
That's a good return by Cohen. I'll take that.
Shy of the
That's a good one.
40-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here.
99 looks like
We'll get
Gibson.
on board when we return to Foxborough. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Muscles it along. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Need you just to stay in bounce.
Pass looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
16 yards, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
There to stop him, Jaylon Bentley. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly
Let's-
right. But the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to go effectively as well.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I did not like that at all.
Play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
We're gonna go for it here.
Big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. This is the tight end.
The Joku.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
We're gonna take some risks this year.
Pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. I got you.
Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
You got nothing.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Looks like we've got a Patriot down. Slow again. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
I don't think that Patriot was really hurt.
And this one is
I think they just stopped the clock.
and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Aaron Jones and the offense trotting back out. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Here we go. D.
Sometimes when you have a
All
running
day
back who's got
defense.
up to last down, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you just
And he can't get
Nowhere to go.
away. He's taken down. Kalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific
Eddie Jackson almost had another pick.
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
There you go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And
Oh.
that'll be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Mike 36. Mike 36. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They snap it to
Watch
Newton.
back. Watch back.
Akeem Hicks.
Throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Akeem Hicks.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Watch his flat.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Go, Mike.
I'm debating. No, because we could have an issue where he fumbles, where Judge fumbles, and they take it back for the win. So no. And that'll be it, baby.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason.
Judge 2-0 in his sophomore season. Let's go.
2-0 right now. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Chicago, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for New England,
A home opener.
they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
This pass. Good move by Mims. We threw it right and he came out of his break. Like that is a good touch pass by Judge. It'll be our thumbnail. Let's look at the stats. He did go 17-29, 271, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Cam, the same thing. No interceptions. Aaron Jones went down with the injury the last play of the game. David Montgomery, 10 touches, 55 yards. Cohen, 7 attempts, 22 yards. 1 touchdown by Cam Newton at 44 yards on the ground. Judge had 12. Broken tackles. Cohen had 2, which was the one was in the receiving, which was great. Tariq Cohen, 2 catches, 81 yards. His run after catch, 62 yards. Good one, one TD. John Ross, 2 catches, 72 yards. That big long pass. Allen Robinson, 4 catches, 51 yards, a touchdown. Aaron Jones had that one where he broke a tackle. Kalil Henry had 1. Denzel Mims, an over-the-shoulder pass. He had 2 catches for 19 yards. Drops. A couple of drops. Nothing big. Tends to happen. Wagner gave up 3 sacks at right tackle to Kalil Mack, and Andrews gave up 2. Tolbert gave up 1. Totals, Roquan Smith and Terrell Edmonds in there. A lot of tackles for loss. QB sacks. Kalil had 3. Hicks had 1. Goldman had 1. Keanu Neal had 1, and Jonathan Jones. No receptions. There was no fumbles, turnovers. And Judge has a clean sheet in his first 2 games in his sophomore season. I keep on forgetting how much I need for this. 37. Okay. Roquan getting an upgrade here. Field general, keep him a scheme fit. He's at 91 overall. 2 tackle, pursuit, play rec, block shedding. Okay. Eddie Pinheiro, of course, we're going to always go power. Maybe we can get a power out of this. Normally don't. We do get a kick power here. Nice. 95. Maurice Harris gets an upgrade here. Go power rusher. Now a 70. Awareness, power moves, speed, and acceleration. Okay. Owen Peterson. I don't believe he's playing at the. We need some ass block, I think. Awareness, pass block for that. Okay, get that up. Duke Shelley. Give him man-to-man. Now up in the 70s. Awareness, catching, man coverage, play rec. Okay. Good depth guy. Chris Barrow. Massachusetts. Get him a slot. Scheme fit. Awareness, short, catching traffic. And next week is the Giants. We also have scouting this week too. And of course we have none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Barkley to do. Dan Parcell, who is starting at right guard. Good pass block. Can use some run block. Oh, he's not going to be a scheme fit, damn. But that's what he needed. He needed those. Alright guys, so next week we got some college scouting. Let's see who we're going to be signing. Roquan Smith, you got Eddie Goldman. Roquan for 5 years. Okay, that is a fair offer. This $10 million for Eddie Goldman. Ooh. We got Jermaine Ifedi. Ooh, we got some big ones. We're probably going to re-sign Josh Sweat. Of course, we got Dominic Reynolds. Probably do a 2-year deal with him. Jesper Horsted. Team Hines. Some of our depth players. Jermaine Ifedi. About $5 million for that right tackle. Okay. We got Hooker. $6 million. No, you'd probably take like 5, 6. That to be 6 a year because that's not even anywhere near a fair offer. Eddie Pinheiro, about right. David Montgomery. We gave Cohen 5 a year. I think we give David Montgomery just about the same. Kyle Fuller wants 10. He's on the franchise tag right now for 20. I don't know what to do. Put that one for Roquan. We're definitely going to re-sign Roquan. Fuller for another year, probably. Montgomery, Yarrow. Probably pass on Eddie Goldman. Hooker. Probably pass on Ifedi. We'll sign Doss. We'll sign Shelley. Probably pass on Tolliver. Of course, we'll get Brooks. Pass on Higdon. We'll sign Hines. More likely. Josh Sweat will sign. Maybe we won't sign Hines. We'll sign Reynolds. Obviously, re-sign Jesper Holstead. But a lot of signings there. What is my cap room? Is $62 million. Okay. $62 million. We can work with that. I don't think we're going. We might have like 20 million to play with. Maybe 30. Might be a little bit frugal there. Let's see what it is. Weekly awards after this week. Of course, Kalil Mack getting those 3 sacks. Big contributor in this win. Aaron Rodgers had it the first week. Let's look at this Giants team. Of course, Saquon Barkley, the best on the roster, but they're going to go with Daniel Jones. They also drafted Ethan Price, normal dev, rookie out of Clemson, 22 years old. Daniel Jones is a normal dev. I don't think he's had any stellar seasons. He himself, I think it's Saquon that really took him to the playoffs. They picked up Philip Lindsay and drafted Gordon Lambert. Second-year guy out. Ethan Penny, fullback. Receiver, they picked up Michael Gallup in the offseason. That's a big, big signing there. Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Deontay Harris, speed guy. Probably looking for some return game. Kevin Michaels, rookie out of UCF. Ethan Bass, another rookie out of Michigan. Evan Ingram, Jared Cook, Hayden Smith, Andrew Thomas, Will Hernandez. Did they draft Thomas? No. Shane Lemix. They brought in Jason Kelsey. That's a good one. It's a good signing. Kevin Zeitler. Matthew Peart. On defense, Dexter Lawrence. That's a good one. Glenn Peterson, who they drafted last year out of LSU. Leonard Williams. Wilkins. Dalvin Tomlinson. Or Josh Lansley, who's a high draft pick, I believe. Rookie out of Vanderbilt. And Michael Harrison, which was like a 5th round pick for them. Rookie out of Notre Dame. Decent depth guy. Lorenzo Carter Laughlin, Anthony Aguilone, Blake Harrison. They brought in Blake Cashman, Apple White's there. They signed Harold Landry from the Titans. Looks like they're going to a 3-4. Landry is good either way. Luke Gatewood was another big linebacker I thought about. Good rusher. 21 years of age, too, pretty young. They brought in Jair Alexander, I believe, last year. They signed Brian Manning also. No, Alexander was signed this past offseason. Brian Manning was the one that was drafted the season before, and he is going to be great. He's already a star. You got Jair Alexander. Desmond Carvalho, rookie out of Georgia. Slot, we'll see a little bit of probably him and Darnay Holmes. Free safety, Logan Ryan, transfers over here playing free safety for them. James Griffin, a rookie. They drafted out of Georgia Tech. Strong safety, Jabril Peppers. You also have Xavier McKinney in that, so time goes on, Logan Ryan, as he kind of drops out, they have either Jabril Peppers, who's a guy that can play all over the place, but also Xavier McKinney could play all over the place as well. Looks like more of a free safety type guy as well with the zone coverage, 75 tackle, that sort of thing. Jabril Peppers, though, play all over the damn place. So he's probably better at strong safety. Kicking is Roy Sharp. They do have Rodrigo Blankenship, who's actually the leading scorer, I believe, in real life 2020, kicking for the Colts. Then Riley Dixon. So they've had some pretty good draft classes. That's sure. This is going to be, and some good free agencies. So this is not the Giants team you're used to seeing in real life on Sunday. They've made some big moves in the third season. I think they ended up taking the 4th seed as well over Washington. Ended up playing Washington and losing to them. I think they ended up having a 12-4 record. Washington had 11-6. Maybe both of them had 11-6, and tiebreaker went to Washington, went to the Giants. But this is not a team we need to sleep on with, obviously, with Saquon Barkley as well. So this is going to be another hard game to play, and then we play the Packers at home, and then we go to Washington for the Washington football team. That's going to be a struggle as well because they're pretty good. And then we go in Dallas, and I don't know how good Dallas is. And then we have the Lions in our bye week. Depending on what we're looking at the bye week, we might trade a few players. I don't know. Right now, Josh Sweat's playing great for us. So that really puts... whoops, I'm going to go to salary. That really puts Robert Quinn on kind of like a bubble right now. How much are we playing Quinn right now? We're playing Quinn $16 million in that. Got 3 years left. I think it's a guy that we'd like to trade and ended up keeping Sweat. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Quinn's on the roster next year. We cut him with 2 years left on his deal. I think I would rather deal him this year. Go with that. So our cap pen for 2023 is only $60K. This will make it about what it is right now, a $9 million penalty, but no big deal. I think that $9 million actually might hit us this year, but we'll free up about $3 million, and really from there we bring up someone from our practice squad. So thank you all for joining me, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button below, comment, and also don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss some of our Bears franchise here in year 3. I'll see you guys next time.